Okay, it's smelling really good in here, and we're doing something a little bit different. We have Kenny and Ina from Loaves and Fishes, and you guys are making something called a Cabbage Patch Pig. Never heard of this before.
It's one of our signature sandwiches that we do, and what we do is we take and we cook off pork butt, and then we use our signature barbecue sauce that's made from scratch, and we put it all together in a sandwich. But what I want to do here is, because of all the shows I saw over the 4th of July, everybody talking about ribs and barbecue, and everybody talking about smoking everything, I want to show everybody that doesn't have a smoker a good way to prepare a good smoky meat.
Okay.
And what I'm doing here is I'm putting together a dry rub that I use with a little ground pepper, some garlic powder, some black pepper, and just a little bit of ground cumin.
Brand new. And if you want to know exactly how much he's using, make sure you go to our website, Funks10tv.com, click on the Studio 10 page, and we'll have all the measurements laid out for you in case you want to do this at home.
We're going to mix all that in with some brown sugar, probably about a cup of brown sugar, and about a tablespoon or two of the other ingredients. And then you want to take the dry rub, and you want to just rub it into that pork butt really good.
Okay.
And after you get a good generous amount of the dry rub in the pork, all around it, in order to give it that smoky taste that you get from smoked meats, after we rub in that good dry rub, we want to take a little Worcestershire sauce. Okay. If that's said right, I don't even know the right way to say it. Does anybody?
You can say it however you want to. Sounds good to me.
Put a little bit of that. And then we're going to take some liquid smoke. And this liquid smoke is going to add a good smoky flavor to the pork.
All right.
And then after you do that, what we'll do is we'll wrap it up in the foil real good. And then we're going to cook it in the oven on 200. I usually cook it on about 250 to 275 for about 12 hours. 12
hours, okay. So this one's going to take a little bit of time.
Well, you start it the night before. And then it really cooks in good. You put it in the oven and let it cook all night while you're sleeping. All it can do is sit there and cook. And by the time you wake up the next morning, you can pull the bone out of it, and that'll show that it's done. When you can pull that bone out clean, that way you know it's good and done. And good things come to those who wait, right? Exactly. So tell us about your new restaurant. You guys are fairly new.
Right. We opened on May the 11th, and it's a deli ice creamery shop. We serve wraps, salads, burgers, but predominantly a lot of our best sellers has been the barbecue pulled pork lately. And it's called Loaves and Fishes because we also have a building that adjoins our cafe that we're intending to make a community food pantry out of. Oh, wonderful. And so that's where the name was derived from. So that's it. It's a small little place tucked out of the way, but it's worth coming out to. Okay, and you're open Monday through Saturday? Monday through Saturday. Monday, we're 10 to 8, and our only day we're closed is Sundays. We're 10 to 4 Monday through Wednesday, 10 to 8 on Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays. Oh, we changed our hours.
Changing things up on you behind the scenes. Yeah. All right, we'll have that again on our website as well as this recipe. We're going to put this in the oven. When we come back, we'll see how things turn out because we've been cooking one a little bit longer because we knew we didn't have the 12 hours, obviously. So we've been cooking one. We'll show you how that turns out, and we'll start putting things together in a few minutes.
We are back in our kitchen with Ina and Kenny from Loaves and Fishes Deli. Good to see you guys.
It's good to be here.
Thanks.
Hey, and tell the folks what you did in that first segment, just in case they missed that one.
Okay, basically what we did in the first segment was I showed you how to prepare a Boston butt pork roast for those that don't have a smoker at home. Smokers are more popular than they used to be, but some people still don't have smokers at home. We just added some dry rub, some liquid smoke, and some Worcestershire sauce. Wrapped it up in some foil and stuck it in the oven. I usually cook it overnight on about 200 for 10 to 12 hours. Just let it cook while I sleep.
Slow cooking. Exactly. All right, so now we're going to make the coleslaw.
We're going to make the coleslaw. What I've got here is some shredded cabbage.
Okay.
I'm going to add just a little bit of sugar for sweetening. A little bit of black pepper. Just, a teaspoon or so, not too much. And then one of the most important parts is a little bit of celery seed, probably a tablespoon.
Ah, interesting.
And then instead of using a slaw dressing like a lot of folks use. I use just a good old Miracle Whip. Don't like it on sandwiches, and that's what they say they make it for, but it's really good in the coleslaw. And then I like to just dig in and mix it in by hand.
Sure, you got the gloves on. You can feel free to go ahead and get messy. That's how you do it, right?
Right. Now, you don't want to overdress it to where it's real wet. You just want to dress it until it feels kind of damp. And then that's about it for that.
All right. So tell the folks a little bit about Loaves and Fishes Deli.
Well, Loaves and Fishes is a small deli here in Mobile. We opened May the 11th. We've got about 32 seating capacity, and we built a take outside. We've also put a little ice cream shop in there so that everybody can have dessert. And we have signature sandwiches. Kenny creates most of the sandwiches. It's his own recipe for the barbecue sauce and the coleslaw, his own baked beans, and everything is freshly prepared. They're on site, and we call it Loaves and Fishes because, as I said earlier, we're going to be having a community food pantry that adjoins our restaurant because we want to feed people in more ways than one.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, and a lot of thought and all goes. The roast, this roast here, 12 hours cooking, so there's a lot of time and preparation that goes into some of the food. And it's very delicious, and my saying is come to Loaves and Fishes where the food is delicious.
I like it. And to come to Loaves and Fishes, though, they need the address. So where are you guys located?
Right, we're at 9211 Cottage Hill Road. That's at the corner of Cottage Hill and McFarland, or some people call it Snow.
It's kind of both. It turns one. It turns into one or the other.
Yeah. So we're right there on the left. You'll see us. You can't miss us. We got a big sign out there. So we'll be hoping to see y'all for some ice cream, or maybe try one of our Cabbage Patch Pigs sandwich. He calls it Cabbage Patch because of the coleslaw and the pork. So that's the name there.
And I tell you what, we're going to put together this sandwich when we come back in our third and final segment. Looking so good in our kitchen, guys. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Welcome back to our kitchen here on Studio 10. Happy Monday. We have Ina and Kenny here with us making something that we haven't done before, Cabbage Patch Pig. This is your own special spin.
It is. We specialize in our barbecue pork with my own recipe of barbecue sauce. So what I've been doing while we were away from the kitchen is I made a couple toasted cheese sandwiches.
Okay.
And what I'll do with these is we'll take them and we'll put them to the plate. And we've got some pork here that we've mixed in with my signature recipe of barbecue sauce. And I'm going to pile it on there.
On top, not in between.
No, not in between,
Oh,
right on top. And
Okay.
then we'll take a handful of our coleslaw.
Uh-huh.
I usually use a spoon, but I've got gloves on, so. And then I'm going to pile a nice little mound of coleslaw on there.
Oh my goodness.
And then she's ready to eat.
Now, do you put the top on and eat it all together?
You put the top right on and eat it all together.
You're going to half it in two?
And what we can do, because you won't be able to get the whole thing in your mouth.
No. Can anyone?
I've seen them do it. You know, we have some other signature sandwiches. We're not all barbecue. We have some signature sandwiches. I have a signature sandwich called the Fat Burger, which is done the same way, except it's hamburger patty in between. We've also got our nuclear hot dog, which is a foot-long, quarter-pound hot dog.
Oh my goodness.
So everything on the menu, we try to go big.
You don't leave hungry.
No.
You will not leave hungry.
That is
We
for
can
sure.
guarantee that.
I can't wait to taste this. Although I don't know how exactly.
I ought to get a napkin.
Let me
see how
cut
this
you a
works.
smaller piece.
Here,
there.
I can pick. I like to pick. I'm a picker. Now, while I'm doing this,
But you got to
this
take a
sandwich
bite
is
to get
so
the
big.
You have to bite to get the full experience.
Okay, while I'm tasting this, I'll let you guys let everybody know about Loaves and Fishes, where to find you, and all that goodness.
All right, we're at 9211 Cottage Hill Road. We're right at the corner of Cottage Hill and McFarland, or Snow as it is also. We're in front of the Animal Barn right there on the corner. You can't miss us. We're open 10 to 4 for lunch Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We're hoping to extend those hours really soon to all day till 8. And on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays right now, we're open 10 to 8 and closed on Sundays. like I say, we're not just barbecue. This is one of my signature items, but we sell hot dogs, we sell hamburgers, we sell all types of different sandwiches, wraps, and salads. So if you're on the healthy side, we do have wraps, we do have salads. It's not all big hearty sandwiches such as this one is.
It's so good though. You mentioned that's your own special barbecue sauce. I mean, that is fantastic.
Right. Now on the recipe, I did put you can use your favorite barbecue sauce because I wasn't going to give you my recipe.
You can't give all the secrets away, right? Got to keep you guys in business. Want everybody to go see you off Cottage Hill Road. And if you do want to make this at home and use your own barbecue sauce, you'll find this recipe on fox10tv.com. It's all on the Studio 10 page. That is fantastic. But I still don't know how anyone would finish a whole sandwich in one sitting.
And our menu is on Urban Spoon if anybody'd like to see it.
Okay, well that sounds good. Thank you guys both for being here this morning.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure to be on the show.
Thank you for inviting us.